Hey you guys, welcome to Mom Life with Sashi. I took all your guys' names into consideration and I love so many of them, and so many were cute having to do with the boys, but I am praying and hoping that one day we'll have a girl, so that name would have to change eventually. So I'm just gonna keep it straight to the point. It's motherhood with me, and that's all I could do and refer to. So let's get it. As of yesterday, I did hit 22 weeks, so I'm 22 weeks and 1 day today. And I promised y'all a bump update. So right now, that's the bump. But we are feeling baby boy kicking and moving. Olive in there, and he's doing so good and healthy. I actually just recently had my anatomy appointment and everything is on track. So I'm very thankful and very blessed. But I will start answering all your guys' questions and kind of condensing them into part of the series. I did say that I was going to start answering questions this video, but I'm actually going to start the questions tomorrow, since I did just put a new Q&A up so I can kind of just have all of them. So with this one, I'm just going to answer a longer story time as far as my birth story. Nobody's heard it. So first, I kind of jinxed myself. I have a very, very high pain tolerance, and before I even went into labor, I kind of told myself like, oh watch, I'm not gonna know I was in labor. Foreshadow, that's exactly what happened. I had already went to my 40-week appointment. I wasn't getting past 2 centimeters. They were already talking about scheduling me to get induced. I said, absolutely not. I'm gonna be trying everything in my power in that 1 week that I have till 41 weeks to get this baby out of me. So I did this stairs hike in Arizona, and I felt something, but I didn't like think anything of it. I just thought it was like, but because of that, I was like, okay, well maybe it is my water breaking. But since I'm a first-time mom and I don't know, I was like, I'll just wait for contractions, because that's what I got told. Once your water breaks, you feel your contractions, you time them, the whole shebang. Moral of the story, I texted Alexa, because Alexa was also going to be in the delivery room with me. And I told her, I'm like, hey, I think my water broke. Waiting on contractions, but I'll let you know. Never heard back from me that night because I didn't feel any of my contractions. I was like, okay, maybe I was just tripping. I was waiting for like, that gush, that what I see in movies, what I'm expecting as far as what your water does when it breaks. Long story short, the next morning, Alexa called me, and we have a friend that has 6 kids. So I trust her. She's been through all the experiences. She got on the phone and she was like, Sashi, go to the hospital right now. Sometimes you don't feel your contractions. It's probably your amniotic fluid and you need to get checked because you're probably in active labor. Wasn't tripping, didn't think nothing of it. We go to the hospital, they confirm my water did in fact break the night before. I had been technically in active labor for 12 hours since I slept the whole night. And then they're like, well, we can't let you go home because you're about to have this baby. Crazy thing was that everybody and their mom was having their baby that day, of course. And I wasn't a priority because I did not want to do the epidural. So I waited 3 hours before I even got into a delivery room. And then I still hadn't dilated past 2 centimeters, so they had to start me on Pitocin. Once I got hooked on the Pitocin, I'm just fast forwarding because, it was a long process. They could only up me every 30 minutes. I did not feel any of my contractions until once I hit 6 centimeters. Like that, if that doesn't show you how high my pain tolerance is, like even the nurse was like, okay, that was a big one. Like seeing it on the chart, did you feel it? And I'm like, no, I'm not feeling anything yet. Fast forward, once I hit 6 centimeters, oh yeah, I was feeling it. But I was really, like, if I could have it naturally, I really wanted to. So still no epidural. I did take laughing gas. I don't feel like that did anything for me other than just help me control my breathing while I was having these big contractions. And then I think the craziest part about it was I was telling them to check me, because one thing I got told from every mom, even though every labor story is different, is to listen to your body. And I will pass that down to any mom that is going to labor, is to listen to your body, because your body will tell you. I told them, I was like, I feel like I'm about to push. They're like, oh no, you're only 6 centimeters, like, blah, blah, blah. I was like, I'm telling you, like, I feel like I have to push. And they're like, oh, well, if we check you, because we just checked you recently, like there's risk of infection. I'm like, I understand that. I'm not trying to obviously increase any risk of infection. I was like, but I feel this baby coming and I need you to check for me. They finally listened to me and they check. And tell me how I went from 6 centimeters to 9 centimeters in the span of 45 minutes to an hour. They're like, oh yeah, you did dilate. Let's go get the doctor because you're about to have this baby. Doctor comes in, baby's ready to come out, Zaza's finally ready to come out. And I feel like once I started pushing, I dang near blacked out just because of like the adrenaline was like, it kicked in. I was like, okay, I'm about to have this baby. And I had him in like 5 pushes. And I just remember I checked to hear if he was crying. Once I heard him crying, I just feel like I fell back. Like, it was such a long day. I went in at 11 o'clock a.m. the day prior, and then I had him at 2:05 a.m. the next day. So if I'm including the full active labor, and then I was also in labor 12 hours prior to that, it was almost 3 days of being in labor. But in the hospital, once I started my delivery room, it was like from 2 p.m. to 2 a.m. when I had him at 2:05. Yep, there's my birth story. Crazy. If you have any questions as far as that, you know, drop them below. Let me know, or share your birth story. I love hearing all the different birth stories. And that's one thing too, is every single one is different. Stay tuned for Mom Life with Sashi, because we have way more coming.